When it comes to Tsunade, she's a character that everyone seems to have their opinion on, some favorable and some unfavorable, but as one of the legendary sannin and one of the 7 people in Konoha history to officially become Hokage, she's definitely one of Naruto's most important characters. But if you've only watched the anime, there's quite a bit about Tsunade that you likely don't know. Here are 15 things about Tsunade you probably didn't know. Number 1, did you know that Naruto calling Tsunade Granny Tsunade isn't by mistake, and it actually holds some familiar reasons behind it? While she's not Naruto's grandmother, she is a distant relative of his. Tsunade does have Uzumaki blood running through her veins. Her grandfather's Hashirama Senju, but her grandmother is also Mito Uzumaki, the wife of Hashirama. It's kind of cool when you think about it. Again, she's not his grandmother, but depending on how close of a relative Kushina was to Mito Uzumaki, Naruto and Tsunade might be closer than one might think. Number 2, did you know that Tsunade's skill as a medical ninja goes beyond that of just being a medical ninja and someone who has peak chakra control needed to master the Byakugo seal? Tsunade, according to the 4th Naruto databook, is also someone who's mastered 4 changes in chakra nature during her lifetime: lightning release, water release, fire release, and earth release, with the only chakra nature she had mastered being wind release, which makes sense due to how insanely difficult it is to master all 5 changes in chakra nature through natural means and not using cheat codes like using a Rinnegan or becoming a 10-tailed Jinchuriki. Number 3, did you know following the 4th Great Ninja War, Tsunade had quite a bit of a battle with her demons following the battle with Madara? We learned this information in the Naruto epilogue story Kakashi Hiden, Lightning in the Frozen Sky, where we're told by a worried Naruto that Tsunade's regressed back to her old habits of drinking in broad daylight and getting kicked out of gambling halls again and picking fights with people at the gambling halls. Naruto wonders if the battle with Madara might have done something to her and goes as far as to say that someone like Tsunade, who should be enjoying her golden years, should be able to relax more. I don't know about you, but if I got penetrated by Madara in front of my Kage peers and then split in half by Madara, laying in a pool of my own fluids because Madara left my torso and my body in 2 different spots, I'd be looking to have a drink or 2 myself. Number 5, did you know that Tsunade herself conceded that Sakura surpassed her after the 4th Great Ninja War? For whatever reason in the fandom, there's still those who think that Sakura is weaker than Tsunade, but in the Naruto epilogue story, Sakura Hiden, Love Riding the Spring Breeze, Tsunade makes it a point to concede to Sakura that she has surpassed her in power and in knowledge of medical ninjutsu and skill in medical ninjutsu, and that she's proud of her decision to make Sakura a student all those years ago when she took her under her wing. For Tsunade, it gave her a huge weight off her shoulders knowing that there was someone who could take medical ninjutsu's world even further than she had. Number 5, did you know following the 4th Ninja War, despite Kakashi agreeing to become the 6th Hokage, Kakashi didn't officially become Hokage until many months after Tsunade announced he'd be the successor. The reason behind this is that Kakashi, despite doing some of the duties as Hokage and even having his face carved inside the Hokage monument and even getting Sasuke released from prison, Kakashi waited to have his official ceremony to take the position, which began to annoy Tsunade, who had grown tired of doing half the work for the position she planned to give up to Kakashi, but she still allowed Kakashi to take his time to have the ceremony out of respect for the reasons of Kakashi putting off the ceremony for many months. Number 6, did you know the person who Tsunade wishes to fight the most out of all the characters that she's met in the Naruto world? She wants to have a serious fight with none other than Naruto Uzumaki. We learned this information in the Naruto databooks, and it's kind of fascinating when you think about it because Tsunade did briefly fight Naruto, but it wasn't a real fight. She was super drunk and Naruto was weak enough at the time that one finger was all she needed in order to embarrass him. Kind of makes you wonder how well Tsunade could do against, say, base Naruto. In the Boruto era, now that he's lost Kurama, and if you give Tsunade the advantage of using the Byakugo seal. Number 7, did you know that while Tsunade was the last of the legendary sannin to be shown in the manga, making her official appearance in the Search of Tsunade arc, she was actually the 2nd of the legendary sannin to be name dropped in the series. We learned about Orochimaru in the Chunin exams, but in Naruto chapter 84, we hear Tsunade's name uttered for the very first time, almost 60 chapters before we officially see her in the manga. It's a blink and you'll miss it moment, hence why it's on the list, because a lot of people missed this moment where 1010 name dropped Tsunade. Number 8, did you know that Tsunade, despite her youthful appearance, is actually older than the 3rd Hokage was in Naruto Part 1? Tsunade finished the 4th Ninja War at the age of 55 years old, which means when we see her in the Boruto era, giving that speech at the 4th Ninja War Memorial, she's actually 71 years old, which is actually 2 years older than the 3rd Hokage was when he died in the battle with Orochimaru. Number 9, did you know, like a lot of Naruto's characters, Tsunade's name also has a hidden meaning to it, which plays into the Naruto franchise expression, a ninja must learn to see through the deception and see the hidden meaning behind the hidden meaning. Tsunade's name means mooring rope, which is the rope that is fixed to deck fittings on a ship to secure it and allowed to withstand the forces of a tide or a wind, which might be a hint to why Tsunade was written as so unbelievably strong that she could body slam a full body Susanoo and lift Gamabunta's sword without using her full power to do so. Going even deeper, Tsunade's name is also a play on the meaning behind her younger brother Nawaki's name, because Nawaki also means rope tree. Number 10, did you know out of all the members of the legendary sannin, Tsunade actually completed the fewest number of missions between the three of them? Jiraiya completed just over 400 more missions than Orochimaru, who completed over 200 more missions than Tsunade, despite Orochimaru being a rogue ninja at one point. This is likely due to the fact that after losing her lover Dan in the second ninja war, Tsunade left Konoha with Shizune to train her in medical ninjutsu and did not participate in the third ninja war, which it should be worth noting despite the error that was made in Naruto Shippuden episode 128, where the Hanzo fight versus the sannin was stated to have taken place in the third ninja war. It was actually the second. For reference, Tsunade completed 1,256 missions as a Konoha shinobi according to the data books, with 40 of those missions being D rank missions, 236 of them being C rank missions, 467 of them being B rank missions, 418 of them being A rank missions, and 95 of those missions being S rank. Number 11, did you know that Tsunade having a slug summoning isn't just random, but instead it's actually something super intentional? Tsunade was inspired by the Japanese folklore, the story of the Gallant Jiraiya, and in that story, Tsunade is a character who uses slug magic, hence why Tsunade has a slug summoning. Number 12, did you know that Tsunade is even more addicted to gambling than you might have ever imagined? We all see Tsunade running to hide from people who want to collect her gambling debts when we first see her, and she's been called the legendary sucker for how bad her skills are at gambling. But did you know her love for gambling runs so deep that it even gets brought up in the databooks for her favorite expression? According to the official Naruto databooks, Tsunade's favorite expression is grab a 1,000 gold, which is a Japanese gambling expression for getting super rich off of one hand, hence grab 1,000 gold. That would explain why every time Tsunade loses a bet, she goes right back in it, because she thinks she's going to win the big one with the next hand. Number 13, did you know that Tsunade and Kurenai actually share the same voice actor in English? Kinda, sorta. So here's the thing. In the English dub, they have different voice actors, but in a bunch of the video games, she's actually voiced by Kurenai's voice actor. So if you played one of the Naruto games licensed in English and thought that the voice sound off at times, that's exactly why. Number 14, speaking of video games, did you know Tsunade is one of the Naruto characters who's been in one of the highest number of video games when you consider all the Naruto games as well as all the games licensed by Shueisha? Tsunade's been in a total of 39 video games, which is near the top for all Naruto characters. Number 15, did you know Tsunade is literally the only Hokage who's lived to see two people become Hokage after her? Hashirama named Tobirama Hokage with his dying breath. Tobirama named Hiruzen before he got killed. Hiruzen saw Minato become Hokage, but after Minato died, he never named his successor. Minato, of course, died, so he couldn't see the fifth Hokage, and Kakashi has only seen Naruto become Hokage. That should make you look at the Hokage position and job description and really wonder what kind of life insurance policy they got, because it's a pretty good chance if you're Hokage, you're probably gonna die. As of right now, Tsunade was the only one who has that honor of having seen two generations of Hokage after her. That's gonna be it for 15 things you didn't know about Tsunade. If we hit 2,000 likes within 1 week of uploading this video, I'll get to work on 15 things you didn't know about Jiraiya, and Jesus Christ, there's a lot to cover about Jiraiya.